Hey there, Year 11s. This is exercise 4E to do with circles. In this example, we're looking at semicircles, and if you watched my theory of the class video, then you would know how to read this. I'm just going to jump right into it and just tell you. So A, for example, starts off with y is equal to a positive root of 4 minus x squared. Now, some students will confuse this with a square root function. How do I know that this is a semicircle and not a square root function? Well, notice that it's not x, it's x squared. As soon as you see the x squared, you should be thinking of a circle. But because it's got the root, I know it's a semicircle. And remember, because it starts with a y, in your notes, if you forgot, I'm just going to zoom out so you can see the notes again. If you go back to the theory from your textbook, see, I wrote here that when it's y, it's actually the top half and the bottom half because it's vertical. Y represents the y-axis, right? So the y-axis, it's up or down. Whereas when it starts with x, you think of it as the x-axis, it's either the left side or the right side. Okay? So you either have the top half, bottom half, or you have the left half or the right half. So in our example in this video, with question A, I already know it is going to be the top half or bottom half, but because it's positive, that tells me it's going to be in the top half. Okay? This is your radius, so that clearly is radius of 2, since we always need it to be r squared. So r squared is equal to 4, therefore r is equal to 2. And it doesn't look like the x is moving left or right, so the center is still at 0, 0. The radius on the other end has told me that it does move to, the radius is 2. So top half, so I draw the top half. There we go. Radius of 2, so center is still 0, 0. That's because I'm looking at the x and I'm looking at the y. There is no transformations involved, so hence I know the center is still at 0, 0. And that's 2. There you go. Done. That's the first one. And if we were to do, let's pick one with the x. So let's do C. Okay, so if I did C, C says what? Negative x is equal to negative root of 4 minus y squared. So right there, I know this is a semicircle. Note that because it starts with x, it's either left half or the right half. And because it's a negative, it has to be the left half. Okay, so it's the left half. Again, this is telling me the radius. So radius is equal to 2. And let's look at the transformation for the y. There's no transformation there. There's no transformation here either. Okay, I just realized I think my notes had a mistake somewhere. No, should be all right. Okay, all good, all good. And there you go. So it's 4 minus y squared, all good. Yes, and so what does that tell me? Left half, if I were to sketch it, left half, center still at 0, 0, and radius of 2. So that means that's 2, that's negative 2, and here is negative 2. There you go. By this point, you can probably do the third one. This is obviously the right half because it's a positive and it starts off with the x. Right half and center, center. So if I had to do it, same thing for D. I already know D is going to be 2, negative 2, 2, center of 0, 0 for D. So D was x is equal to positive root of 4 minus y squared. There you go. That's example 12.